So I was a social worker before my daughter. I used to work with kids in preschool, and I remember my supervisor would always say, like, the easiest thing with children is that their moods go up and down really fast, so they get over things really fast, obviously with practice. For adults, it's harder because we don't tend to get out of moods that fast. And now having Alaska, I'm like, it's so true. I know that not every kid is the same, but this little girl's moods will go up and down very fast. And I think for me, that has been like the hardest thing to deal with. I think because before Alaska, like if I get upset, sometimes it takes me a while to kind of like shake that off. Back in the day when me and James like first got together, when we get into arguments, I would be upset for hours. But we tend to just like talk about things like, I would say probably like pretty fast compared to before. James will say it's funny because like if Alaska's upset, you kind of like match that mood sometimes, and then like you snap out of it very fast when she's good. Like it's like it goes from like, Alaska, don't do this, and she gets upset, and then we have a little moment, and then she's like hugging up on me, and I'm just like, oh, you're so cute, and I was like, you know what, I think that's actually something she's taught me, or like I've had to learn having Alaska, because her moods could go, like she gets upset really fast and then she gets over it really fast. As the parent, I have to basically, you know, go along, but it's not easy because sometimes I'm like, you just blew my mood like times 100, and I have to just like quickly kind of like tap back into like, oh, everything's all good. And she does this thing I was telling James, it breaks my heart. So now she's like in this like phase where like she knows when she does something wrong, and she knows there's tension, and so she'll go like, mama, and she just keeps repeating mama, and I have to keep saying like, yes, and like in a very nice tone, and like I'll go to hug her because I know that it's like she feels bad because she knows something just happened that wasn't the usual, and it like makes me feel so bad because I'm like, I don't want her to feel like, you know, like she has to look for me because we just had a little fallout. Even if I'm not like yelling at her, inside my body is boiling because she's having a hard time, and then slowly it's coming down, and then she gets good, and then we're back to it again. So it's like in my head, or like my body just feels the up and down. For me, I think right now I'm just like trying to figure that out, like how to deal with that internally. I know sometimes I might give her attitude, or I might be firm with her when I don't really want to go there yet, but I think I've been really trying to work hard on like, inside I might be feeling this feeling. I don't want to yell at her because I'm upset. So it's like in my head, I really try to talk through through what I'm feeling. And so I think like it's very hard for myself because I know that I don't always handle it best internally, and sometimes when it comes out, but just trying to focus on like doing it for me and for her can sometimes be difficult. And because Alaska is very tempered, I feel like I have to be like almost even more calm just so she doesn't pick up on it and like completely loses it. Yeah, so we're dealing with that right now, but we're gonna get through it. And if you can't tell, I'm exhausted today because I woke up at 4 a.m. because I had a weird dream. I don't know about you guys, but I get the weirdest dreams. I woke up, my heart was racing, and I couldn't go to sleep because I had to go wake up at 4:30. So I was like, what's the point of going back to sleep? And then in the dream, I thought I heard Alaska crying. Yeah, I woke up and I had to work out, and I was just like, how am I gonna get through the workout? But we did it. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.